took 3.5 sacks and give him 8 this year, and Jordan Davis has 5 or 6. Jalen Hunt's getting double digits, right? Jonathan Grenard could get double digits. This defensive line, she keeps turning the light on and off here, could be very, very dangerous. And I know there are going to be people saying, well, what about the Dak Prescott situation last year? What about the maturity levels, right? Are we worried about that at all? That comes with the territory with a player like Jalen Carter. Philadelphia's known the Jalen Carter situation since before the draft, right? That's why he fell to number 9 when he should have been a top 3 pick. They feel like, especially they have Jordan Davis, who's a big factor in keeping JC on the straight and narrow. They feel like they have the tools in place to make sure it's not going to be a problem. And now I'm sure that part of giving him this massive contract, they essentially sat him down and said, hey, we need you to become the Aaron Donald of the Philadelphia Eagles, right? We need you to become the face of this defense. And for whatever the number is, $38 million a year, I think he's going to be fine with doing just that.
I think so too. By the way, we will go ahead and give props again. You mentioned it earlier in this.
Yes, do it. Yep.
If they want to follow, there's James' Twitter X profile, James Simone NFL.
He nailed it.
Did call it there. One of the first. There were a couple other that were keeping Flyers Guru, I believe, on Twitter also had some kind of similarities, and I forget the other individual, David, and I'm drawing a blank on the last one, but those three were kind of like, hey, we're hearing something now. Yeah, obviously James with that one. So kudos there. Shout out to you, sir.
Well, and one more thing on James here, real quick. He also did mention that the source that was telling him this said the Eagles wanted to break this first, right? They didn't want some local beat writer to break this first, and there was definitely a sense from what I got that they wanted to do it on Wednesday morning. There's no way to confirm this or not if they bumped it up to Tuesday because of these reports that came out, but there is definitely a world where Philly wanted to be the first to announce it. They didn't want Jeff McLean or, one of these beat writers to announce it, and so they went ahead and pushed it up to today because the deal has been done at least since this week and potentially even earlier.
And just a reminder, too, I mean, the big sources, obviously, it's kind of like you wait and see to make sure that it's an Adam Schefter or an Ian Rappaport or the Eagles themselves, right, for the official reports, but people have connections, and that's kind of the difficulty sometimes. I know several people will be mentioning, like, hey, why are you using this source, or why have you mentioned this guy or bring it up? Because people have random connections and relationships, right? And then it's like, how did we actually know about it? So it's at least worthy of talking about, especially some things are like, well, we kind of expect something might be happening here, because we had mentioned it for a number of different shows of like, it feels like if they're going to get something done, it would be before training camp. Now, the other question, and we won't dive deep here, but just with BG, we'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah.
That was one of those, like, does it get done before training camp or, like, right towards the beginning? Because BG made the comment, like, oh, if it doesn't happen, maybe that's it. Like, kind of just peace out. We'll see you later. He doesn't necessarily need those reps at camp and everything, but I can understand you want to be there with the guys to build that camaraderie, get going, get geared up, instead of like, hey, let's get in, middle of the season. So nothing of the rumblings to that extent, although we are still waiting to see if, anything comes from that. So couple super chats, couple other comments real quickly. Soaring Wing Show, Trent with 5, appreciate that. Howie better have put a no spitting clause in his contract. In all seriousness, we now have our defensive tackles. Yes, JC, JD locked up long-term, which is great. That it is.
I don't think you're going to have a spitting problem with Jalen Carter ever. I think that was a one-time lapse of judgment. Adrenaline was running, and I'm sure they've talked to him many times about that, for sure.
Yep. Just got a text from Sammy. My daughters Georgia and Charlotte are getting a kick out of Lily, so more Lily, they say. I think the chat is probably in favor as well. They're laughing in the other room watching her.
Well, I think the last time, sorry, go ahead. I was going to say the last time she's changed my color here. The last time she was on, she was a little kid. Like, she was like 4 months old, because I try not to do this unless I'm the only one home, which I am right now. Okay, well, my life's all messed up. But now she's 9 months old, and she wants to move, and so and her hair's all.
It's great.
Oh my God!
It is almost her bedtime, and I'm home alone right now. So we are. That's why we're doing this. No, we won't. But carry on.
It's what it's really about, quite honestly. Family always comes first. But as you said, like normally when news is going to break, it obviously will be in these scenarios. It's never when it's like, oh hey, we're perfectly set up. It could be the number of times we waited like during free agency and everything. Like, oh, they're supposed to sign this player, right? We're going to get some news here. And it's like, when is it going to happen? And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, all right. Two-Face with the Two, so are you guys saying that next 3 years our defense is set? I mean, you never know.
It feels
but
like
hopefully so.
Yes.
And if Vic stays for, he said 2 years. You guarantee this year, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but like he said 2 years. So I think as long as he's there and now you got this core, you can always say like, oh, it comes down to health for everybody. But like, if you got the guys, I don't see why not. Like this defense, gonna be lights out. Darth Panda also with 5. I believe it's the last super chat here before we wrap this one up. Again, Jalen Carter being signed 4 years, 152 million. That's 38 million per year, up to 160 for the incentives, and 106 guaranteed. But Darth with a 5. Shout out to Eagles Eric. He got the contract details spot on from over a year ago. I forgot about that. Yes, if you're looking for contract projections, Eric has the best algorithm known to man. As far as where they're going to go. Like, I think that over the last several big name contracts and free agents, not even just the Eagles, like he'll do it for NFL guys around free agency. That is like one of the spot on places. So that's a good call out. Shout out to Eagles Eric.
Oh my God, but I can't catch it.
I think that was
I can't catch it, but he
for 3
can.
months. He's gonna bring us another.
That's that shit, man.
Lars said keep or trade Morrow.
I can't catch it, but he can.
I mean, they're gonna keep him. They're not gonna trade.
Sure.
I can't
100%.
catch
I mean,
him
unless
now.
someone gave you like a
That's
first, right?
crazy.
But this is a Super Bowl year. Like the window's still open, and having a backup as good as
Man,
Moro Jomo is
bullshit,
quite the
bro.
luxury in case something were to happen. We saw it happen with Jalen Carter last year. So, and Jordan Davis has had his share of remember the ankle a couple years back. So they're going to keep Moro Jomo unless somebody offered a first right now for the 2027 draft. But no one's going to do that. So I totally
sure. You couldn't get that for what's his name that's no longer here. So you're not going to get it for. Right. No offense to Mo, but like that's just not going to happen. But we got it, And you think about last thing here. Vic Fangio mentioned even in the podcast with the exciting mics of they're like asking about the defense, right? He didn't even mention safety as much as the concern as he did the interior defensive line depth. So you got JC, you got JD, you got Morrow. Outside of that, Byron Young, maybe Ty Robinson. Need a lot to see there. Dave Hall. I mean, Bernard. A lot of athleticism, long way to go. So, we'd love to see it. But yeah, you're probably not trading Mo's considering the lack of depth there so far. But that's the beauty of training camp.
Are you fucking serious, bro?
Oh, man, didn't expect that. Guys
oh my God, dog.
Pointed to him all the time. I've seen people mention Deontay Lawson a million times as far as linebacker, Daquan Wright, tight end. You can go down the list, but it's exciting. Feels like almost Christmas morning tomorrow. So training.
We're gonna find out tomorrow where we just start.
Is about to start
over the next couple of days, right? People are gonna flash. There's always somebody who flashes, whether they turn out to be
the bailout is so fucking crazy.
But it's gonna be a lot of fun.
That it will. And we'll have more content, videos.
That's a fucking bailout, bro. Come on.
Big breaking news like this. Obviously, we will jump on.
Are you fucking serious?
Here and everything else, but
oh my God, dog.
Hanging out with us.
This nigga get everything.
Get that nap. Appreciate you guys.
Look at that. Look at that. Every contested pass, he's catching that bitch. We can't catch shit that's contested. What the fuck? I'm done with this game, my nigga. Like, it always does this shit. Niggas catch 15 fucking contested passes. I can't catch a motherfucking contested pass to save my life. Like, what the fuck, bro? That shit weak as hell, bro. That shit is goofy, dog. Like, I just want the same shit other niggas get. Thank you, bro. I'm like, I just want the same shit. Like, they keep doing it. Dumbass shit. Niggas catch contested passes all game. Every fucking time. And then I get fucking bull rushed. Like, my old line is shit, my nigga. Like, it's really starting to get on my fucking nerves, dog. Like, what the fuck, man? This shit get on my nerve, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Cause what the fuck, dog? Ain't gonna piss me the fuck off, bro. I just want the same shit. Shit pissing me the fuck off, yeah.
Yesterday, sheriffs come here, or not sheriffs.
CHP, California Highway Patrol.
Okay, they come here. They're looking for Munchie. Josh says, "What they like? What are you looking to speak to him about, or whatever?" And they say, "We're investigating a murder." And Josh, I guess, takes the card, texts Munchie, tells him, gives him the phone number or whatever.
Oh my
And that was that.
god.
Then today at, I don't know, 11 a.m., 11:30, they're back. Same dudes, plain clothes, driving like a regular truck or something, I guess. And they, again, approach Josh and for some reason offer more information. They say, "We're looking for Munchie and Adam. And that we're looking for them because we want to have a conversation about an investigation that we're doing into the murder of Draco the Rook."
In what is clearly setting up a Rico, you had that clip followed by these two clips.
They've had no jumper. Why they keep coming here? That's all. They came at 11:30. We'd be doing the news normally at noon. They probably thought you was finna be there at like that time. Oh yeah, shit.
And that, well, yeah, you said, why didn't they just go to my house if they were trying to talk to me?
Right. So I saw.
Draco was all over Adam. I talked about this. No.
Hey, Draco's dead, bro. What are you talking about? Don't make me disrespectful.
Hold on.
Hey, bro, no. Hold on. Hey, you know Draco seems to be on the table. It ain't there no more, right? Draco seems on the table. It ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You do know I said Draco the murder was on Friday. Dumbass stuff. Hey, Draco is dead, bro. Hey, bro. Kill Draco. I pass the bottle back and forth to him all the time. What are you talking about?
Because I do Draco whack 100. I asked him questions.
Draco is dead, bro.
Why is that important? Well, let me help you out, Adam. The reason why the cops came and they wanted to talk to you, it's about you having footage. You don't know shit. They know you don't know shit. But they know that when Munchie B went out of his body and started talking shit, that he said, "Oh, I always have somebody with me when I come up to no jumper." So the cops, once they figured that shit out, once he said that, which he shouldn't have said, they said, "We're going to start looking at the people that he brings up here." Because if the dude who he passes the bottle to is in that footage ever, they going to get his ass too. Meaning Munchie, they going to want your phone. It's simple. I didn't know cats didn't notice. Because I'm seeing too many people say, "Why the hell did they come?" No. And then a video dropped yesterday that just became news to me. Boy, this shit crazy.
The dope is finna hit the stage, and I heard somebody got hit with a.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Every contested pass, bruh.
In black shiny shoes. They would then ask.
But we can't fucking catch a contested pass to save our fucking life.
Which would be the video of the situation.
Oh my god, dog.
Black ski mask, black shiny jacket.
We can't do like, bro.
In black shiny shoes.
You can't do nothing against that shit. The niggas throwing it into fucking coverage. But they're gonna keep giving him fucking catches the whole game, bruh. Like, what?
Black shiny jacket.
That don't make sense.
Stripe going down the side. Black shiny jacket.
Don't make fucking sense, bro. Nigga getting all these contested fucking... Thank you. Is that so fucking hard? We're playing the best defense. Like, what the fuck?
The streets done, yes, so rap. They want to see me fall, the city whack. Same ones brought the city back.
Like, that shit weak as fuck, boy. Like, I'm like, come on, bro. Shit pissing me off. I'm like, our defense is tough. Like, you can't tell me my... Like, shit, weak as fuck, my nigga.
So now it all makes sense why the police decided to go through his warehouse. What is a warehouse for? Storing things. If YG did do this and he didn't get rid of them clothes, y'all gonna get mad at what I say, but you get what you get. I don't feel sympathy, nor do I feel bad, nor do I feel anything when somebody sets themselves up. Now, this is all alleged, and once again, I don't think YG was that damn dumb. I think what's gonna end up happening is YG's alibi is gonna work itself out. YG said, I was on stage when this shit happened. I heard what y'all heard. Now, if he just flat out lied and you did that
Are
shit,
you sick?
why are
Oh
you
my
open your mouth?
god.
Why?
The hole's wide
Because if he does get
open.
arrested, that song will be played in
This
the
shit,
courtroom. It will.
bro.
It literally will. Because one thing
That's
for certain,
crazy,
two
bro.
things for sure, speaking about it,
The
a
hole's
main
wide
culprit,
open.
according to the law, is wild. Now, why is that video important and all of this shit? Well, because it will confirm the belief that the person who's telling the story, aka who's testifying, well, it would mean that they didn't lie. Draco's security guard says YG brandished knife during fatal backstage.
Why is our offensive
During
line
a
playing
court
like
deposition,
shit, bro?
a former security guard for LA rapper Draco the Ruler says he saw
What are you
a
doing? What's
masked
up?
YG and two others in his entourage brandish short blades moments before Draco was stabbed at Once Upon a Time in LA festival in 2021. YG has repeatedly denied involvement in Draco's death, saying he learned about a killing after arriving at the festival. Law enforcement searched Burbank property this week and briefly detained YG as they continued to investigate the murder. A former security guard for Draco, the Ruler, testified under oath that he saw rapper YG produce a knife and slash it toward him during a 2021 backstage fight in which Draco was fatally stabbed, according to recently obtained deposition excerpts. Alec Cooper III, who was part of Draco's security detail at Once Upon a Time in LA festival, said YG was front and center during the December 18, 2021 brawl, and was one of three men he saw carrying what appeared to be short improvised knives. He said YG, whose real name is Keon Jackson, was wearing a ski mask, but he recognized the rapper's hazel eyes as he tried to protect Draco, whose legal name is Darrell Caldwell Jr. or Darrell Caldwell Jr. Representatives for YG did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The excerpts come from Cooper's March 2025 deposition, which surfaced last month in a court filing by...
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Draymond Green Show. On today's show, it has finally happened. It's finally over with. Bron has made his decision. He's headed to the city of brotherly love, so we will get into that. But speaking of Bron, you know, Bron, obviously, the world knows, has taken up golf. And, you know, he's gotten better at a rapid rate. Like, a lot better at a rapid rate. And I'm not really in competition with Bron, although, like, it is competition. But, you know, you're talking Bron, Philly, but fucking Kevin Hart, I'm in competition with. And I'm going to kick Kevin Hart's ass on the golf course. And I just want y'all to know. So, number one, y'all saw Kevin talking a couple weeks ago. He was lying and wrong. I shot a 100 today. I almost broke 100. Needless to say, I shot 100 today. 100. I did not break 100, but I did shoot exactly 100. And I just want Kevin Hart to know that I'm on his ass. And he's shooting 119s. I'm at him. So, yeah, Kevin, congratulations. And with 72 hours, see that's going great. It's great that something's going great in your life. Because it ain't going great this way, brother. Not for you. So, congratulations, Kevin. And congratulations, LeBron. Now, let's get into that. LeBron James has signed with the Philadelphia 76ers a 2-year, $8 million deal with a player option.
I keep forgetting the fucking analog stick is fucking.
I've seen a lot of what was your
It's
reaction?
switch.
Were you
Yeah.
blindsided?
I was trying to do an adjustment,
I
but
wasn't blindsided because, you know, I know a few people that know a few people. And I knew the stuff was in the works. So I wasn't quite blindsided. I knew some stuff was in the works already because I know a few people that know a few people. And, you know, so I definitely was not completely blindsided. However, I didn't know exactly when the announcement would come. I didn't know exactly how the announcement would come. I think you guys got Bron's scar. You know, one of Bron's and Maverick and Rich, you know, Randy, one of their biggest mistakes that they've made was the
field
decision.
goal?
And I think the decision
Wow.
raised, let's just say $4 million for the Boys and Girls Club. It could have possibly raised more than $4 million, but I'm just going to say $4 million. And they got crushed for the decision. And it made a lot of money for charity. That was their biggest mistake. Needless to say, I think you guys got Bron scarred because he just released a video with Philly at the end of the video and was like, yeah, that's where I'm going with this caption. And I was talking to someone yesterday, they was like, man, you know, basketball fan, I got so excited, like, to build up to the announcement, and then he just, like, it wasn't really like that.
I don't know what I
So,
was doing.
I must
Trying.
say, y'all got Bron Scar because he did something great for charity, and y'all crushed the man. And then he just announced it with a video on his Instagram and said, "That's it, moving on." Because y'all done crushed the man. Needless to say, you know, Bron spoke about, or someone spoke about, how it's an emotional roller coaster every day. Besides, Rich Paul spoke about it. How it's a roller coaster every day deciding between Philly, Cleveland, Miami, and Golden State. Everyone at some point was leading the race. Yeah, I'm sure. I think that's probably the case. I think it was definitely flip-flopping. I saw a lot of people like, man, why is he dragging this out? He's dragging this out for attention. You know, he's looking for more attention from everybody. And the reality is, I think he was quite a bit confused on what to do and conflicted. Because I think when you look at Cleveland and Miami,
Every contested pass. Every contested
if you
pass.
go back to
No
Cleveland,
matter
if you go
what
back to
the
Cleveland
fuck
to win the
he
championship,
throws,
it's not
the
gonna-
nigga is
it's gonna
catching
be good as
it.
2016. So you can only really go mess that up. And if you go to Miami,
Yeah, no
and
matter
win
what he
championship,
throws,
it's
the
not
nigga
gonna
is
be as
catching
good
it.
as
It's really crazy.
2012,
It's
2013.
really fucking crazy.
So
Everything the
those two
nigga's
places
throwing,
kinda
he's
got
catching it.
eliminated
No matter
just
how
because.
close the fucking defense
You look at
is.
Golden State, and I ultimately don't think Brown was ever able to get over, man, like the history. And I understand it. I get it, right? Like, I think what we all ultimately always knew is like, that's the hurdle to get over. You know, I don't think it's the team. I don't think it's the organization, anything else. I think it's the history. Like, you know, we live in a day and age where everybody who doesn't have anything to say have something to say.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so
That's true. That's
he's
true.
going to get crushed if he comes to the Warriors. Oh, man, you went to team up with Steph. You had to go to them. All the things that people would have said. And I think ultimately that weighed in on the decision a lot because I've never seen so often or so much people. And when I say people, I'm talking about media. I'm talking about fans. I've never seen so many people who like just want to find something to tear someone's legacy down. Like we live in a
Bro,
last
come
world,
on,
and we
blockers.
just want to find anything to tear someone's legacy down. And this, for sure, had he come to the Warriors, would have been something that everyone would have tried to use to tear his legacy down. I even saw Charles Barkley say, "Oh, look at it now. He ring chasing. Philly ain't won a ring in 60 years." Chuck, come on, oh, he ring chasing. That dude chasing rings all the time. And I just, it's like, man, if he was chasing a ring like chasing a ring, I don't know that you go to the place that's never won in 55 years or 60 years or whatever it's been since the Philadelphia 76ers won a championship. I don't know that going to that place is chasing a ring. You got to go do the work to bring that to that place. So, needless to say, I think there's always this narrative of people trying to tear guys down, trying to tear their legacies down, and I ultimately think that played a big role in
that was a hit stick, boy.
the Warriors.
That was supposed to land as soon as he turned, nigga.
If you've ever run a business, you know that legacy banking is often the biggest bottleneck to actually getting work done. I remember the frustration of having to play phone tag with a representative just to verify the status of a simple domestic wire, or the headache of context switching between.
Oh, he doing that same shit the Patriots do.
Just to reconcile a vendor. But banking on Mercury is different. It's fast, intuitive, and works exactly
Patriots
like
be
the
doing that
best-in-class
shit.
software you already use every day. It's free to get started with no in-person visits or minimum balances, and you get free same-day ACH, USD wires, and checks right out of the box. Whether you're a solo founder or managing a growing team, Mercury flexes to fit your needs, allowing you to automate away the busy work. You can scan bills to pay them instantly, set up recurring payments, and grant your team customizable permissions
Let's just
so
fuck
you
around.
aren't the bottleneck for every small expense. It's a powerful all-in-one
Thank you.
financial home that lets
He
you
keep
see
trying to
exactly
do that
where your
bullshit,
business stands
bruh.
without digging for data. Visit Mercury.com to learn more and apply online.
He keep trying to do that dumbass shit, bruh.
Company, not an FDIC insured bank. Banking
He
services
keep trying to do that
provided by
dumbass
Choice
shit.
Financial Group and a column NA members FDIC.
It ain't gonna work every time. I got them niggas on defense. It ain't gonna work every time.
Probably tired of Star Chasing.
Maybe on the Patriots it might work every time.
Probably.
Maybe on the Patriots. That nigga, I don't know. That Patriots nigga is something different, boy.
Or don't comprehend. And so I saw a lot of people like, Steph said he tired of star chasing. And when I read this, I was like, Steph is probably tired of star chasing. And when I read that, I was like, that's interesting. Probably would mean maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But probably, you definitely can't just cross the probably out and be like, tired of star chasing. That doesn't work. You have to take the whole story, the whole sentence, the whole everything into context. Probably means maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I don't know. I could have heard from someone. Love Marcus Townsend, but you all have to stop just taking pieces of. And this isn't to Marcus. This is people who read it. You all have to stop taking the bits and pieces that you want to take out of these stories, out of these headlines, and making it to what you want to. I don't know what the hell Steph's tired of, but I do believe that if Steph was tired of something, he would say that. I do believe that. I know you all think Steph doesn't speak. I'm telling you, Steph lived for tough conversations. Steph thrive in tough conversations. So I don't think that's the case. I've also seen that Mike Dunleavy and Joe Lacob has gotten a lot of criticism for their lack of risk taking over the last few years, planning for the post-Steph era. And listen, there's always going to be backlash when you're not winning. That's just what comes with the territory. But I don't think going to trade for Jimmy Butler would be considered lack of taking risks, especially signing to a 2-year, $120.
We done turned into a run first team.
I don't think that would be considered a lack of taking risks.
Now we could throw that bitch if we need to throw it though.
that
But
trading for Dennis
it's like
Schroeder,
we
trying to
transitioned
make
into a
something
run
happen
first
is a
team.
lack of taking
Ah,
risks.
that's
So, in saying that, could they have done more? Yes, everyone can do more. You can always do more. That's like with anything we do in life. You can always do more. But deserving of criticism,
oh, I gotta
they
see
haven't
the
taken any risk. I don't know that is actually true. Because I've seen some risk taken. Speaking of the 76ers, like I said, man, my man Bob does it again. Now, obviously, you got to give Mike Gainsey some credit. He's in the saddle every day building this roster, but you got to give Bob a lot of credit in identifying the guy who to go get. And then Bob is kind of on his Jerry West right now. Bob coming in, big dog, haymakers at the end of the, going on Rich Paul podcast, politicking and shit. Bob doing this big one, man. Bob said, listen, I'm run all these franchises, and I'm going to come in when I need to come in. And he come in, he closed the deal. So, yeah, Bob does it again. Now, when I look at the roster, though, because obviously there's roster questions, is this one of the best rosters in the NBA, the best starting fives in the NBA? I think that's subjective, right? Like, from a talent perspective, yes, but, like, from a fit perspective, there could be rosters in the NBA and starting fives that fit a little better. When I say fit a little better, I think the one thing that everybody must understand is LeBron James is probably going to be the point guard. I know everybody's like, oh, man, he's going to play the four. He's going to have to play the point to get everybody involved. Like, I think it's asking a lot of Tyrese Maxey to say, yo, Maxey, you playing the point. You need to figure out to get VJ Edgecombe involved. You need to figure out how to get Brown involved. You need to figure out how to get Jaylen Brown involved. Oh, by the way, Tyrese Maxey, you also need to figure out how to get Joel Embiid involved. I don't feel like that's setting up Tyrese Maxey or the Philadelphia 76ers for success by doing that. So Bron's going to have to be the point guard number one.
yeah.
Secondly, I think in doing that, Bron is then going to be on him to figure out touches. Because the touches in this situation ain't great. Like, Jaylen Brown need touches, Maxey need touches, Embiid need touches. VJ Edgecombe need touches, and Bron obviously is going to get touches. So it's not the perfect mix, no. When you're talking to starting five, it is arguably the most talent. But I think they're going to have to do some tinkering with that lineup. Like, it may not be best in the season with those five guys together. Now, they also added KCP after Grizzlies buyout. Dean Wade, Dominic Barlow is still there. Anthony Simon signed. LeBaron Phelan Jr. drafted. Like, this is a very, very good roster.
Yeah.
Very good roster, but the pieces aren't as seamless as people think. I don't believe. I think, like, they have to make it work. Now, by all means, the pieces are great. But it's not just like plug and play. Like, no, they got to figure these pieces out and move something around and tweak the offense a bit. And they got some figuring out to do. Like, Nick Nurse got to coach the hell out of this team and make it work. It's not just a shoe-in. It's not just a shoe-in. I don't believe that. Talk about the defensive end. It's going to be more responsibility on Jaylen Brown, the guard. VJ Edgecombe, you now got to guard the number one best guard. Like, every night, that's your responsibility. So, that's going to require some sacrifice. That's going to require some buy-in from the young fella. Young fella had a great rookie year. He coming back into his second year thinking like, yo, this is my chance to take that jump. He kind of the fifth option. I think when you look at the biggest losers in this situation, it's arguably VJ Edgecombe. If I'm VJ Edgecombe's agent, I'm not sure I'm happy with the summer that the 76ers have had. If I'm just VJ Edgecombe's agent, because this could affect a lot for VJ Edgecombe. Like, you go from being sometimes the second option when Embiid was out to sometimes being the fifth option. It's a big, big, big difference. I don't know if y'all understand, like, how big of a difference that is. So I think the person who's going to have to figure the most out is VJ Edgecombe. He's still aspiring. He still want to be great. He still want to be an all-star. This ain't really set up for him to do that. So he's going to have some figuring out to do. And I think this team is going to have some figuring out to do. It's not just like all right, everything's good as gold. No, you gotta make some stuff work. You gotta move some stuff around. Some stuff out. You're gonna have to put it in the system. So, love the race. Sometimes so much talent and so many pieces can be a problem. Have to figure it all out. But needless to say, I don't think it's that much talent, but they do have some figuring out to do. I think they definitely got some figuring out to do. We'll see. And then you look at the defensive end again. Your two bigs getting called up into the pick and roll is Joel and LeBron. They're putting them in heavy pick and rolls at the 4 and the 5. That can get challenging. Depending on how healthy Joel is. Joel was a really good defender at one point in his career.
Oh, the Patriots is watching the stream.
Struggled to move a bit with the knee, so depending on how healthy it is, that could be a big challenge with that being your front line. Needless to say, I think if you're looking at this roster, you feel damn good about it. But I'm just pointing out a couple of the things that I think that this roster is going to need to figure out. But you're very happy with this
I
roster
feel like
going
they'll
into
be
the season.
good,
Philadelphia 76ers,
especially if LeBron's running the point.
you feel good about this roster going in.
Oh my God.
I think when you look at the NBA as a whole, how does this affect the East? Like, it affects the East dramatically. Obviously, I think Boston's taking a step back. You look at the Knicks, you look at, obviously,
Damn.
Philly, Detroit. How is Detroit coming back next year? They've lost a couple pieces. Brought a couple pieces in, right? But losing Tobias, I think that's going to be big for them. They're going to have to depend on John Collins a lot. This is a big jump for John. He was starting for years and then kind of went to the bench. And Utah sometimes started and came off the bench some last year.
I'm like, it's too easy to
being dependent on.
It's too easy to score on this nigga, bruh. So I'm like, bruh, it's gonna look like I'm just running it up on this nigga, bruh. That's what it's gonna it's gonna look like, bruh. I'm like, nigga, this the first time in a long time I've had to punt the ball. What the Let's go, defense. I stayed there for a reason. He must have learned that shit from the Patriots. He must have learned how to do that shit from the Patriots. He must have learned how to do that shit from the Patriots. Had to. Had to. I don't know. Cause then niggas, I don't know. I ain't trying to get no guy. I'ma just punt the ball. I ain't trying to get no fucking niggas be like, oh, I don't know how that 2 clock shit works, so I don't know how that 2 clock shit work, so I'm not even gonna try that shit. Last thing I need is a nigga to get fucking last thing I need is a nigga to get goddamn suspended. They could be like, oh, you chewing the clock before. I don't know how that 2 clock shit works, so I'm not even gonna try it, bro. I'm not even gonna try it. I'm not even gonna try it. Like, I ain't even gonna try that shit, but
A major way. That was a lot of people questioned that move by the Pistons. Like, this, so John got to show up, and so you look at the Pistons, Miami.
yeah, that's all he could do.
Look like? Obviously, they don't have a ton of shooting.
That's all he could do is run the ball. It's either gonna be the fucking quick throw or he's
Rookie
running
league,
that
they
bitch
look
with
like
Lamar
defensively can
Jackson.
pose a lot of
That's
problems.
all
They
he
should
can
be
do.
able to.
So we
You know,
good.
so it definitely shifts the
That's all
estimate.
that's all he could do.
Definitely does.
So
Now, so you got
I'm
the world
happy.
champ Knicks. Of course, can't forget about them. Last but absolutely not least, you got the defending champs, the Knicks.
The Knicks
I
ain't,
think going
bruh.
into it, your top two is
Philly and the Knicks.
Sixers and the Knicks. Knicks being first. I think that's
What?
your top two going into it. Now, will they turn out to be top two by seed? I think those are your top two threats.
The Knicks.
We'll have to see how it plays out, but the moves have been made. We'll see what happens.
But that's the thing. Do you see anybody else in the
Very
East
fun interview coming
beating
up.
the Knicks?
Until next time.
Beating the Knicks. I don't think you got. To me, yeah. The Knicks. I mean, you do got the Pistons. You do got the Pistons. You do got the Pistons. That's something you do have. You do have the Pistons. I would say the top three. Okay, now I get you clock. Oh shit. Oh, you build them both?
Just the first one.
Bring it here. I didn't even know I turned on 2 clocks. Oh yeah, it looks really good. Then you connect the.
You got the lights on the room.
Hell yeah. Oh my God. What is it? 40, 20, second, third, fourth. I think we good. I think we're good. Yeah. And then I just let this shit run. And then once you get past, yep. Oh, damn. I didn't know when you punt the clock. I don't know. It might have been me doing that shit. Do it like with 5 seconds. Oh. Big dog shit, boy. That's my Jahmyr Gibbs right there. That's my Jahmyr Gibbs right there. I ain't gonna bullshit. All right. We run the ball so good, I don't need to pass. We run the ball so good, I don't need to pass that bit. Oh my God. Oh my nigga, stop playing. Stop playing, bruh. Oh my God. Acceleration. Oh God. Oh God. Oh shit. I forgot. I forgot. And he gets another. What the fuck? He just jumped. He just jumped. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. He just went up. He just went up. Nigga just went up, boy. Nigga just went. Bro, he went up. Like 3 fucking. This team. This team. This team. This team. This team. This team is really. This team. This team. This team. This team. This team. This team. I think the only. Hold on, let me see. Chargers. Me and the Chargers always have a good game when we play. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, the only person I see me losing to is potentially the Chargers and the Chiefs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, let's see. Okay. But what's the nigga said, man, that was a great game. Level rewards. Where? Yeah, I put it on. Oh shit.